Brad Hams, author of Ownership Thinking. So, a lot of companies spend a lot of effort putting together these elaborate incentive programs, and in reality, they don't work. Why is that?
Well, the word you just used, I think, is one of the reasons, elaborate. I think incentive plans really need to be simple. And also, and I talked about this in my talk, I think a lot of business owners, they think if I just create the right incentive plan, it will manage my people.
Of course, yes.
And that's really not how it works. We have to manage. And so the incentive really, and it's so important that people understand this, the incentive really has to be the outcome of creating a culture of high engagement towards driving financial performance. So we really have to focus our efforts on educating employees about the business and how it works,
Yep.
identifying the right metrics and monitoring those in a very visible fashion.
Get the scoreboards up where people can see the numbers.
Exactly, and almost turning that on its head so that, as opposed to a lot of organizations where we're reporting from the bottom, or from the top down rather,
Yes.
and we don't know if these people understand this, right? We're reporting a little bit more from the bottom up. And now people are forced to understand because they're doing it all the time, right? So by doing these things, we're driving the financial performance of the company. Now we can create an incentive plan that is simple in design, very, very important. We were talking about elaborate, that being a problem. Simple in design, generally we suggest tied to one number. It's usually profit before tax.
Okay.
And all of our employees are engaged in funding it.
Yeah, and the key is for it to be self-funding.
Absolutely.
Don't get yourself in trouble and put an incentive program together and you didn't get any results, because then it creates this mentality which you've been fighting forever, which you call
The entitlement mentality.
yeah, which is really at the heart of a lot of the issues in our country.
It is, yeah. And not only self-funding, it also has to drive the business in the direction we want it to go. So if our financial performance is here, well, we want to get it to here, but they're not going to get this whole piece of the pie. So we're going to share some of this with our employees. The rest is towards business development and that sort of thing.